So this is just a short little thing here, but I thought you guys should be aware of it, right? So Kristi Noem is the head of DHS, right? And she has been in some hot water as a result of this, especially, with everyone mad about literally everything she's doing. But on the Republican side of things, they started turning on her knives out when it was discovered that the Trump administration and DHS had approved asylum for the man who wound up attacking National Guard members recently. And, well, she's not been in a good place. She hasn't had great answers for this particular conundrum. And, she's in a bit of a pickle, both just obviously because she's a monster who kills dogs and puppies, but also because she's, overseeing the effort of putting people into concentration camps. And, well, it really kind of seems like we're getting to the end of the road for Kristi Noem, at least in regard to this administration. This is from today in the New Republic. Is Kristi Noem about to get fired? Donald Trump is reportedly growing upset with Kristi Noem's choice of top aide. There could be a major switch up at the Department of Homeland Security really soon. In a drastic turn of events, Donald Trump is reportedly considering replacing DHS Secretary Kristi Noem with outbound Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin. That could make Noem the first person to be pushed out of Trump's second-term cabinet, which this is a pretty interesting development, right? Kristi Noem has been unwaveringly loyal to Donald Trump, but Donald Trump doesn't really value that loyalty if you start to make him look bad. And, well, he likes the whole Kristi Noem vibe, her appearance, her ability to just go out there and regurgitate propaganda for his administration. But, well, Kristi Noem is reportedly in a relationship with a man named Corey Lewandowski, who is not one of Donald Trump's favorite guys either. And combined with how she is kind of weighing him down, or in his eyes, with the approval of this man who is coming in from Afghanistan, Corey Lewandowski is, again, a pretty big negative in Kristi Noem's corner. So, 3 former DHS officials with ties to the current staff told the digital publication that the changeover could happen really soon, giving the term-limited Youngkin a future in Washington. And, yeah, it just really seems like this is gonna wind up culminating pretty soon. So I guess we'll get an answer relatively quickly. Are we going to have the continued reign of the dog killer, or are we going to get Glenn Youngkin, who will probably be worse, maybe better? He's also an evil ghoul, so we'll see. But it really is interesting. Noem has downplayed any tensions or concerns. In a text to me, Lewandowski called bullshit on any talk of turnover. None of that is true, he said Thursday evening. But in conversations with 3 former DHS officials who served in both the Biden and Trump administrations and are still in touch with current staff, it was made clear that Trump is indeed considering moving on from Noem, relaying that they've been told Noem has been taking on less of a role in directing department memos. And basically, the big asterisk here is that Donald Trump's brain is mush and changes on a moment-by-moment basis, and who knows if he'll even remember who Kristi Noem is in another week. So, what can we say? Maybe our soup-brained president will come to the decision that Kristi Noem makes him look bad. It's not him falling asleep in the cabinet meetings, goddammit. It's her. It's her fault. And, give her the boot. But we'll see. I, for one, look forward to seeing what happens here, because, again, once the knives come out, they rarely just disappear back into the ether. Usually, once people start cycling in and out, it accelerates. And, look no further than the fact that Nancy Mace, who just last week was considering getting out of, office, is now going just full scorched earth on the GOP, basically saying Nancy Pelosi did a better job than they did. And that at least Nancy Pelosi understood that there was going to be time in the future when Congress wasn't ruled by Democrats. And, well, I don't have to tell you much if you know anything about anything in politics. A Republican praising Nancy Pelosi in order to disparage other Republicans is basically the ultimate insult. So, you know, we'll have to see, but right now the Republican coalition is not doing so hot. And I, for one, wish them the best and most ferocious of infights. So, they figured it out because I haven't heard about Epstein for a few days. No, well, that's because we're going to get a massive document dump on Epstein in like 8 days. I really don't think Noem is going to get the boot because once she goes, half the cabinet will follow. Yeah, but you're thinking rationally. And Donald Trump isn't rational right now. Donald Trump is a crazy lunatic with a soup brain. Like, he wasn't dealing a full deck of cards before. Certainly isn't now. She gives gnomes a bad name. Yeah, she needs a sillier name. All that being said, let me know what you think down in the comments, and we're gonna keep on going.
Riverboat Jack is going to town. All the viewers gather round. Twitch and YouTube and switching streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, dating, plenty more. Her sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord.